And then on top of that, there's already a new deal with the NBA that's being worked on. You told me a little bit earlier before we started recording about how NBC is still trying to make its play, and thank God they have not given up, because you know how easy it is for a lot of these companies to just like not like a little bit of the terms and just back out and just be like, all right, y'all go ahead and handle what you want to do. But it looks like NBA, just like how you said earlier, is starting to get into a little bit closer. Not necessarily saying they're starting to their stock is starting to even out, and it's starting to even out as far as popularity. But NBA wants to be on 5 channels or so, just like how the NFL is. NFL is on damn near everything in those first couple channels: NBC, CBS, Fox. Obviously, it has ESPN with Monday night. They did the Prime shit on Thursday. They do the Prime shit on Thursdays. WWE starting to do its own thing. I haven't watched too much of Speed, and they also want to be on multiple different channels, and they've already settled their deals. But the NBA is now going to start getting into a good area. You said, right?
Yeah. So it's looking like ESPN will retain the package that they currently have, which includes exclusivity, exclusive coverage of the finals, I should say. And there was also reports that there was maybe initial talks of ESPN maybe alternating the finals with another carrier, but those talks seem to be squashed. It'll be ABC as the exclusive carrier of the finals going forward. But they also mentioned that the ESPN package that's being rumored upon is maybe slimmer than most in the past, because they're carving out available games for that new partner. So maybe that could be NBC. We'll have to see. But I think they want to have at least 4. And I would say 3 traditional linear, Turner's still in there. Disney is mentioned, right? Please, Turner, Disney, maybe potentially NBC, Comcast, and then a 4th option as a direct to streaming. It could be YouTube TV, could be Prime, could be Apple. So I think 4 is the number for the NBA as far as media partners go.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I know Apple is starting to set up, I think they already set up a whole MLS tournament or some shit like that, and the soccer fans aren't happy. So I'm just like, I hope that would not be a situation where we add like something else that's new. But then again, if you want to shop Apple, the in-season tournament, that would end up being something that they might want to bite for. You do in-season tournament on Apple TV Plus, ESPN, if they're going to shave that down. They already get Wednesdays and Fridays, unless you're going to unless maybe cut down one of those days and then something else. I would assume NBC would want to do more weekend than weekday. I could be wrong there. They could have like an ABC play where ABC has like the big Saturdays, the big Sundays. Maybe they share that with ABC. But it is interesting. I want to see what they do with that, just to expand the amount of eyes that they do have going on the channel, because I think popularity is still rising with the NBA, and that's great. But for the most part, I would like to think from a fan's viewpoint, that a lot of people tune into Turner, stick with Turner from tip off all the way until the end. I don't know if they do that with the ESPN. I don't know if they do that with ABC. So hopefully, different venues, different areas, different ways to watch the NBA will be able to, expand that a bit. It helped with WWE. Obviously, Peacock has been well as far as how wrestling is watched outside of what people think of the Peacock app. But now even with WWE, we're going to be able to have different venues and different ways of how to enjoy that too. So.
Mm-hmm. I got WWE eventually ended up on Netflix at some point in the next 5 years or whatever.
The whole thing?
I think so. I think they're going to move their content over, and that'll be like the exclusive partner, unless Comcast has some crazy offer for it. But I really think that they'll eventually end up just at Netflix as far as having all the library housed there.
Yeah, the library there will be cool. I don't think there's going to be a point where they're just like, yeah, now that we're in Netflix and we can curse and do a whole bunch of different stuff, or maybe they could help us with some of the music licensing. I don't know if they'd run it back and be like, yeah, let's just redo the 7 years of ECW that we have here and put all the music back. If they did, that would be mind blowing. But I think it still would be good to have it all in one venue. And then what we're getting for the future, the future wrestling, Raws, SmackDown, so on and so forth. Now that you're on Netflix and you have a little bit of the opportunity to curse, Rock's gonna be like, ha ha, coming back.
He can't wait. He cannot wait.
What the fuck a nigga have to say about me? Ah!